Wonderful. So we're live on Facebook. We're recording. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Ladies Power Lunch. Today, for Ladies Power Lunch Coffee Break, we have with us a very, very special guest. We love her so much. It's Hannah from Mary Kay. She's going to be talking to us today about why skincare is important for CEOs. And we're all CEOs in our businesses, right? So this is perfect timing. And let me tell you a little bit about my story and why this is perfect timing. So, y'all know that I've been working through this whole pandemic. We've been in office. I may have taken one day off when um, we lost a family member to COVID, but the whole time, pretty much, I've been here. So my attire for the day every single day is my head shield, my face shield, my mask. And that doesn't really allow, guys, your skin and your pores to breathe as much as it would on a regular day before we had to wear all this protective gear. And I'm here, I'm on, I think we just lost Christy. Christy, I would invite you to come right back on if I'm not sure if your connection was unstable, but all is well. So I invite you to give some consideration to my life for a second. So I'm wearing all the protective equipment every day, right? And then every day I'm also jumping on Zoom with all of you and trying to present this face to the world that is looking blemish free and kind of healthy and that sort of thing. Well, guys, I'm giving you a little peek behind the curtain here because yesterday I had a skincare emergency because all of these months of really dry skin from being behind the mask and being behind the face shield really caught up with me, and I actually had to go in and get treated yesterday. So that's why I can look so beautiful wearing my beautiful Mary Kay cosmetics today, because I actually had to really go take care of myself. So I want to welcome you, Hannah. I want to say thank you so much for being on our show today. Really appreciate it. Trust me, from the bottom of my heart. Can you tell I'm really appreciative of you being here?
Absolutely.
Can you tell, or I've talked so long, I never talked this long on the beginning of our show. Tell everybody who you are and what you do. And I want to ask you to tell everybody a little bit about what brought you to Mary Kay, because I know your story, but I don't think everybody does.
So, my business is skincare and makeup consulting. However, I really concentrate on skincare because specifically, right, especially now with COVID, I am seeing this how important it is, the skincare itself and taking care of yourself as as the CEO of the your own business. So I have been I like, you know, some people might also, I have an immune system disorder, and my skin has been impacted. I have a vitiligo, which what it means is I'm losing pigment in my skin. So at the beginning it was just fine. I was using different products. However, my skin became very sensitive to different products, and something that I have been using over time. And I have been using very expensive products, very known brands, also natural. And every single time I use a little bit and change happened, the company introduced another ingredient, and I became allergic. My skin became very sensitive. And what was happening, I have been coming back to Mary Kay. I found that this company is solid. It's really specifically designed for women, and it's catering to women, and also to everything that like I have been using over the 20 years. It has been gentle on my skin. So this is where I came from. So also the story is because it's really, you cannot buy this on the market. You have to really use a consultant. So I have been using the products and I lost so many consultants. So my daughter suggested, so why don't you do it? Because you're always raving about your skincare people, like, you know, women are asking you, like, what are you using? So I became a consultant because I was a consultant to other women. So now I just created my business.
Beautiful, beautiful. So you understand what I am talking about, this idea of the fact that we are online so much more than we've ever been before. I mean, hey, listen, it's one thing for you to see me at a networking meeting because you're going to be, I don't know, maybe at least 2 feet apart unless you're a really close talker.
Mhm.
But now we're on Zoom, we're in high definition, and suddenly we are front and center of our stories, front and center. And I know that we should be a little less shallow and we should
Yeah.
really want to be accepted no matter how we look. But the fact of the matter is, first impressions last, and people are making assessments about us every single time they see us. And so taking care of that skin is really, really important if you are going to be a CEO who's marketing your business online. Do you agree with that, Hannah?
Absolutely, and this is one of the critical points because women are they are nourishing and they givers, and many times they forget about themselves. And really, this is the time that you are actually in that high definition, and you can't forget this. All the camera, all the webcams, they catching everything, like the skin imperfections. So you don't need to be really like focusing on it, but you can't forget, like, if you are the CEO of your business, just think about the large companies. You going in the you know, professional world, and you presenting yourself as the CEO, you are all dressed up, you are polished. That's what you have to present. This is your confidence. Also too, like when you put yourself together, your face looks good, because that's all what really is being seen, is like you being seen like from the half of your chest up. You doing your hair and everything, you have to really I'm trying to find a word, like you have to focus on your confidence, like when you are polished and really a little bit of makeup, your hair is done, it just gives you that boost, automatic,
Exactly.
natural boost
Exactly. I
of.
love that you point to the fact that when you're looking good and you're feeling good and your skin is healthy, that it actually adds to your confidence. I think that's really, really important because a confident CEO is definitely going to do much better financially than a CEO that's a lot less confident. Am I right?
Absolutely. And can I do the two things? You have two types of meetings. One that you're presenting, and the other one that you are listening, a listener. So when you are presenting, your focus is everybody's eyes are on you. So basically they watching you, not only what you're talking about, like your message about your business, but they also looking at how do you look? Because if you look messy, that message is a little bit like muted, because
People get distracted. Suddenly
correct.
they're not paying attention to your message, they're paying attention to something else that is not important to the conversation. I get that.
Absolutely, yeah. And if you are participant, also it's important, if you want it, like if you're listening, that's fine, but if you have a Zoom meetings, like we have the networking meetings, it's also important that you are being seen, you are being basically like others remember you. It's something about, and usually the appearance is one of those things, because now you're on Zoom, so of course it's your appearance. Is, you know, you're like not talking, you're not interacting as much, you're waiting for your turn, and you are being remembered. So that's why I wanted to just stress that right now with the webcam and Zoom, high definition, everything is being looked at from the different lens.
I remember when we went from SD TV to
Uh-huh.
HD TV, and suddenly all these big actors and movie stars, and you're
Mhm.
seeing them in high definition on film that was shot in SD, and you're looking at them like, oh, suddenly you're no longer watching the movie. You're not
Exactly.
even focused. You're completely taken out behind that fourth wall, and you are looking at, oh, they have a pimple right there, and oh, I didn't realize she had so many wrinkles. These
Yeah.
are the things, and I mean, it's not saying that these are the most important things, but let these things not be the distraction is
Okay.
what I'm leaning
Exactly.
into.
Exactly, and it's really, you don't need that much, but one thing is you can't, and I do understand that now with the pandemic, the COVID, it's really putting so much pressure on parents, women, and specifically women. They own their own business, so they don't have that much time. So I created like a little. I posted my other women network, like a Zoom. A little bit guide what to do, and really you can do this in 10 minutes, and I can post in the
Okay,
LP.
so I'm going to invite you to post that in our group as well. But can you just run through these quick tips? Just hit us with these tips really quickly.
So very quickly is the rule number one. You cannot, and I always say, wash your face. What I'm trying to say, it like I represent my company. However, I work with women and with their products also, because they don't want to switch. So I'm talking that if you have a good cream, day cream, moisturizer, use it. Don't forget about it. This is your rule number one. This is like the beginning of your day, or even at nighttime when you're really putting cream, night cream on your face. This is the most important because it's hydrating your skin. If you drinking water, it's okay. You're thinking you're hydrating your skin. You're not. It's not getting in that amount that is needed to your skin. So that's why invest in the moisturizer, invest in your cream. What
Okay, so number one,
number one?
get a good moisturizer. Number
Exactly.
two,
Number two is use foundation. So webcam has a tendency, like when you're on a camera now, professionals, they do the professional makeup. You are the professional makeup artist for yourself. So always use like foundation that is really like a little bit darker, just a slightly darker than your skin, because you're not being washed out, because the webcam is naturally, it's creating like that washed look. So you want to give a little bit color to it. Number three, what I am actually, it's also foundation, and underneath concealer. Use a little
concealer.
concealer, and that's really is important, because many times, like I have a tendency, like sometimes when I'm stressed, I don't sleep well, so I have darker circles under my eyes. So I have concealer, and it's usually I use a little bit lighter than my foundation, because it's literally, it's like gives the illusion of it's covering my dark circles, but it's creating the illusion that the bright your bright face. Use the ring finger. This is the weakest finger in your hand. Don't forget about that. So tap 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 tap, pat pat pat, and don't ever stretch. Don't ever
Yes.
tag. Never ever ever, because when you're tagging, this is very sensitive. This is the most sensitive skin on your face, is underneath your eyes, because it's very thin. So just tapping, and actually you blending in. You're not creating, it's like creating additional wrinkles that you don't need, basically. So that's very important.
As opposed to the wrinkles that we do need.
Sometimes, you're naturally getting them, but you don't need to help to create.
Kidding.
So that's another rule. What also too, like I wear glasses because I can't I don't have contact lenses, like I'm allergic to them. So I have glasses. So I put a little bit more of eyeshadow, but right now you don't need as much, just a tiny bit or almost none at all, because really the focus is not, you just need to make sure that to highlight your eyes, don't apply heavy. I apply a little bit heavier because my glasses have a tendency of hiding the eyeshadow, and my eyes are a little bit smaller. I have not a very, very nice way of describing. I have a droopy, hooded eyes, which I was really upset when I heard about the shape of my eyes. But I said, well, this is what I have to work with. But put a little bit eyeshadow, pinks, mauves, or a little bit, but don't apply so heavy, just a lighter when you're on a camera, because on the webcam is not needed. What is needed is to really enhance your eyeliner, the upper lid, and a little bit underneath your lower lid, under your eye with pencil.
Okay.
Or you can also use your eyeshadow and create the line on your upper lid, and just extend tiny bit, a little bit to the corner of your eye. That's all what you need. And
You know
apply.
what? We're gonna have to have you back to just walk us through an eye makeup tutorial, because I'm gonna admit this right now. I avoid the eyeshadow because I'm not feeling confident. There's that word again, guys, confidence. I'm not feeling confident in my ability to apply it perfectly, and I don't want to look garish, so I just avoid it completely.
So that's one of those things. Just another thing is apply mascara,
I love mascara.
and apply as many coats you can. Don't do just one coat. You just do one over and over, because your eyelashes are enhancing your eyes. Exactly. This is my favorite one.
This is my Mary Kay mascara.
That's my favorite one because it doesn't irritate my eyes. So one other thing to invest is, like you're talking about investing, maybe removing your fat, like from your belly in your business. I always say, now with the mask, when you cover your face, what do you see? Your eyes. And that's also is very important, because that is also on on a webcam. So your eyes and your eyebrows. So make sure to invest and define your eyebrows too. And also too, like I have a thyroid condition, it's inheritance from my mother, says thank you. So when you get older, you actually lose a little bit of the eyebrows at the end. So I define this with a pencil. Never create the eyebrow that droops down, like slopes down, because it creates a droopy look of your eyes. I always do eyebrow, I create a definition, and you end, like with your pencil, you just take your pencil to the end of your nose, to your end of the brow, and your eyelid, and the corner of your eye. That's where you have to stop the pencil.
Okay.
And
that's a really great tip.
And don't droop down. I always curve slightly up, just a tiny bit, because eliminates that the droopy look of your eyes. So it really takes away from your beautiful eyes, because every woman is gorgeous. This is just,
I believe that.
Kind of like a little tips to basically to enhance your look. But if you go in and just apply this incorrectly, it's too far down. The same thing is with your eyeshadow. You don't go further down than the pencil that I just told you. This one is like how
I think we definitely are gonna have to have you back on to put us through an eye makeup tutorial. This is gonna have to happen, and I feel like it should happen on an evening where maybe we invite Lynn to supply us with some wine.
Absolutely.
And we can
collaboration,
do our eye makeup properly and enjoy clean crafted wine. Any other tips that you want to share with us
couple
today?
more, like just enhance a little bit of the apples of your cheeks. So just apply a little bit blush.
Okay.
Also too, Uh, exactly, just a tiny bit. Use bronzer. Bronzer creates the illusion of like a sun-kissed face, like, you know, like you came directly from the sun, and it creates that glow about yourself.
I love
So,
that.
so just like on your T zones and a little bit underneath your the apples of your cheeks, and a little bit here. Like I put a little bit on my nose too.
Okay.
So because that's an illusion of healthy skin. This means you're
Mhm.
not going and not exposed to sun, the sun rays, which is really harmful to your skin. But this is just a light illusion. And always remember that brush that you're using for your bronzer and you're using for your blush or for your powders, you don't use the same one, because you're mixing two different products and it's going
That's
to
true.
create a different outcome.
Interesting. Those are some amazing tips. I mean, we could sit here and talk a lot more, but I think we've hit on the main points.
Can
I
I add
think
one more?
really, oh, sure, one
Just
last
the
one.
lips. The lips, very critical. Just don't apply too much. You see, beautiful. Just put a little bit of lip gloss. Try to use neutral colors. The only thing what you wanted to enhance is the fullness of your lips. Just a little bit of the pencil, and apply your lipstick or lip gloss, whatever works for you, but don't overdo it. But remember that sometimes the lip gloss or lipstick, it's really shines your entire face. So sometimes some women can get away with just the lip gloss and no makeup.
Excellent.
Enhance everything.
So you have something free to give away, and I'm going to invite our great winner today to connect with you in our Facebook group. And I'm going ahead and pulling from a list of women who have joined us over on Facebook today. I want to say thank you to everybody who was able to make it. And our wonderful winner today is Jamie Williams. Jamie, you are our big winner today. So, everybody, think about this. We're gonna get together and we're gonna have an eye makeup party. I think it's gonna happen. You guys arrange it among yourselves and just invite me so I can learn exactly how to do that wonderful stuff. Jamie, you're our big winner today. And because it's Friday the 13th, we're having lots of winners today. So I hope you guys will tune in a little bit later for our Free Gift Friday at 1 o'clock. Hannah, you are amazing. Thank you so much for joining us today, and I hope to see you later. Have a wonderful day, everybody.
Thank you for having me.
Bye.
Bye.